Eva Longoria, welcome to the Daily Social Distancing Show.
How are you? I'm so happy to speak with you. I see you every day, but it's really nice to be able to speak with you.
Well, you can speak to the TV screen all you want. I don't think anybody's.
I do.
I'll speak, and
Yeah,
then you can
I
just
do.
say things to me, and then we're speaking to each other.
Many a times I've yelled at you through the TV.
Welcome to the show. Let's jump straight into it. I mean, you made news this week, being part of history, hosting the first virtual Democratic National Convention. Everyone from random people on Twitter to Senator Marco Rubio, random people tweeted out, "Oh, what is Eva Longoria doing here? She has no idea how to connect with everyday, real life Americans." How do you respond to that? Are you not a real life American? What does that even mean to you?
Yeah, right. I know. I've gotten this my entire life because I've been a political activist for 25 years. I mean, most of my adult life, I've been involved in my civic duty, which I think everybody should. It's like if you told a dentist, "Oh, shut up and do teeth." Like, wait, no, you can't have an opinion because you're a dentist or an actor or a farm worker. I totally understand my position of privilege today, and the work that I've done to get to where I'm at. But I was on student loans. I had Pell grants to get to college. I worked at Wendy's most of my young life to pay for college. I had student debt. I had debt. I mean, it was not until my mid 30s that I figured life out. And I approached hosting the first night of the DNC as a ninth generation Texan, as the daughter of a veteran, as the daughter of a teacher, and as a wife and as a mom and as an American and a patriot. And sometimes I hate that one party has hijacked the word patriot because it actually belongs to everybody. Anybody who loves this country is a patriot. And that's who I was on Monday night.
Some people would argue that you were the perfect face to kick off the DNC with because Joe Biden hasn't been his strongest with Latino voters. I think it was Julian Castro who said that Joe Biden and the Democratic Party have to do a better job of reaching out to Latino voters and showing them that they have their best interests at heart. Where do you think the Democratic Party could do a better job of reaching out to the Latino community at large?
Wow, people assume Latinos are a monolithic group, and we're not. We're very faction, just generationally, and I think that there's an assumption that we vote democratically, and both parties shouldn't take the Latino vote for granted. I think that both parties need to do a better job at really understanding Latino issues are American issues. The number one issue Latinos care about is the economy. Number one issue Americans care about, the economy.
Right.
People make the assumption, we only care about immigration or we only care about citizenship, and that's part of it, and that's definitely an important issue. But we share the same values as all Americans. We want to have economic mobility. We want to have the opportunity and the infrastructure of opportunity in our communities to move ahead and have progress, generational progress in our families.
With that in mind, I have to ask you about Momento Latino. What is it all about?
Yes, Momento Latino is it translates to the Latin moment, but it is a coalition of activists and leaders and business people, and it's about lifting up our voices within the Latino community right now because we are one of the most affected communities due to COVID. And again, COVID didn't cause these problems, but they've exacerbated a lot. And so, despite being 18% of the population, Latinos make up 35% of essential workers. That's healthcare workers, farm workers, drivers, delivery people, grocery store stockers. There's we over-index on essential workers.
Mhm.
Farm workers have kept the American food supply going all the time, and we didn't need a pandemic to say farm workers were essential. They've always
Right.
been essential. Farm workers have always been essential to this country and the food supply of this country, and now they're forced to go to work without PPE, without hand sanitizer, with very enclosed living conditions. Despite all of this, we keep going to work, and I think it's just important that uh, Momento Latino pushes for change and is around after this pandemic.
Eva Longoria is not just an activist. Eva Longoria is also a producer, a very successful director, somebody who has taken the reins of not just her career, but a part of the industry that she works in. One of the pieces you created that created a lot of buzz recently has been the new ad campaign where you shot an ad from home. I think it's a L'Oreal ad, and it's really intimate because you show your gray roots and you talk about coloring. And tell me how that came to be, and tell me why you felt the need to share this part of your journey with people.
Well, yeah, well, I'm an open book. People know everything about me, but during the pandemic, I was like, I'm going to let my grays grow. I have a full head of gray hair. I've had full head of gray hair since I was 18. It's like hereditary. Yeah, thanks, mom. And so I was like, I think it'd be really cool to go gray. And then about 2 months in, I go, yeah, this is not cool. It's not not as fun as I thought. This sucks. I'm really gray. Right. And then L'Oreal called and they said, would you be brave enough to color your hair on camera? And I was like, yes, because I do box color all the time. I grew up doing box color, and I was like, yeah, and I did it. And I think there was an appreciation for the accessibility to not only my life, but the accessibility to, look, we're all human and aging, and grays exist, and they exist on Eva Longoria's head as well.
It feels like you're not afraid to expose yourself to the public. And I mean, that comes with affection and scrutiny and criticism at the same time. I mean, one of the journeys I know a lot of people loved about you was sharing your journey as a new mom. Are you in the camp of people who have found this moment in time to come with the silver lining of getting to spend more time with your young child at home? For many parents, there's the age gap. It depends on where your kid's age is, and that determines how you feel about being stuck in the house with them. Are you having the time of your life right now, getting to spend every moment?
Time of my life, because he is in that age. He's not in school and he's not a baby. So he's not like just a lump of nothing. He's like so active and funny and walking, and he loves mommy right now. But I had so much planned this year. I was directing 2 features, and I was, filming a new TV show, and the fact that it all stopped, like it just stopped, was a welcome pause, because I haven't had a break in 25 years. And so for me, I do approach it with the silver lining of, instead of like, I got to get home and bathe Santi, I got to get home and feed him. It was like, I get to bathe him. I get to put him to bed. I get to wake up with him. And so changing the vocabulary that you use in life is powerful.
Hopefully next time I will see you in person, like I normally get to see you. But until then, please keep shouting at me through the screen, and I'll just imagine I can hear your voice.
Okay, good. And hear my laughter, because you make me laugh.
I will do. Thank you so much, Eva.